Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and I stumbled upon this version of Dorian Yates, the 1985 World Games, and I have to say, I was quite stunned on how, small Dorian Yates was. So I thought a comparison is exactly what you guys would be interested in, and I used 1995 for Dorian Yates for the after, I guess, the before and after, because, well, it's aesthetically pleasing to say 10 years instead of, whatever, 7, 6, 5, whatever. I guess it's the 10, what a difference 10 years can make in bodybuilding. And Dorian Yates, I have to say, judging by the 85 World Games version, I can't imagine anybody saying that this guy was going to be Olympia champion someday. I cannot imagine. And food for thought here, guys like Barry DeMay and Matt Mendenhall, they were placing first and second at that World Games. I believe it was, hold on a second, I'll check. It was Barry DeMay. Barry DeMay won the event. So aside from the obvious, the size difference, look at the abs. Look how small Dorian's waistline was, and the actual ab muscles themselves, puny in comparison. But anyway, guys, we're not judging this one. Let's go through the poses. The front double bi being not one of Dorian's best, and this front lat spread probably Dorian's best. Can you honestly believe? I mean, ignore the arm structure. Obviously, the bone length is going to be the same, things of that nature. But look at the lats, guys. Look, it's a different man. I mean, yes, the legs are on a different stratosphere altogether, but the lats, that's a different creature, a different animal altogether. I mean, facially, it's funny. Facially, Dorian, he looks rather old when he's younger. He looks like an old man. He's probably, I don't know how old he is here, but he's pretty young, and he looks like an old man already. I guess that's the hard years he spent in prison, and must have been young. I believe here in 85. He was born in 62, something like that. Early 20s here, anyway. Let's go through the poses, side chest development. And not only is he bigger, but he is much harder and grainier. You notice that? The conditioning, not even close. His calves are actually quite big for the 85 version. So that just goes to show you guys, when it comes to the calf development, genetics are first and foremost, for sure. But he definitely, he grew, he dried out. He did what a bodybuilder has to do to win competitions, guys. Side tricep development, and honestly, 95, not the best here for Dorian Yates. Midsection looks a little distended, I have to say, and the tricep, I've seen it look bigger. Of course, in comparison here, it's obvious, much larger everywhere. The legs, again, take a look at the hard conditioning of the sides of Dorian's legs. It looks like fish scales. He definitely looks like a normal human being back in 1985. And he was. I'm sure he wasn't natural, but I mean, in comparison, he was probably natural. But anyway, guys, enough with that foolish talk. This is what we came for. This is what we came to see, the back lat spread. And I'm sure the rear double bi will be a telling tale too, but my word, guys, that front lat spread did this man no justice. Look at these lats. His traps were almost as wide back in 85, but look at the lats. I'm at a loss for word, guys. And the conditioning, of course, hamstrings, glutes, much tighter. I've seen his glutes tighter than this, but still. Doesn't really matter, guys. This is wings almighty. Wings galore. It's not only width, but thickness. Dorian Yates, man, oh man, guys, from 1985 to 1995, the man put on what I like to call grade A beef. Let's go to the rear double bicep. And this is just as telling, guys. And like I noticed in the rear lat spread, his traps were just as large. Take a picture of his traps here, and you put them on the 95 version from 85, and they're about the same size. So his traps, calves, things of that nature, genetically superior. I mean, obviously he was training already, but to get development like that and to maintain that development, his traps, you notice, were a little oblonged here. I believe his right lat or trap pushes down farther than his left trap. You notice that? And he maintained that posture all through his career. Anyway, guys, enough about picking apart his symmetry. This is not what that's about. This is about showing the size and conditioning. Ab and thigh. And this is a situation, guys. He looks lean in 1985. And for any of you lean bodybuilders who don't hit a good ab and thigh, there is hope for you, for sure, because he looks fantastic as a much bigger man. And that's usually not the case. It's usually the leaner guys, I guess, that have the good ab and thighs, the smaller waist. But to be honest, not very appealing to me, the 85 version. And he has that old mug on his face, too. Hard to believe he's in his early 20s there. It looks like he's 40 years old. 40 years old. But he looks the same age in 1995, so. Look at the legs. He's a dinosaur, guys. I guess his calves are a whole lot bigger. Midsection looks better because of the lats. Creates much more of a V taper, does it not? Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this one. We're going to finish this one off with the most muscular, and it wasn't a judging venture, like I said. And look at the size of his head. It's so big in 1985. It's a normal man's head, I should say. And in 1995, he has a little peanut for a head. It's because his body's so much bigger. Look at the delts. Nah, he does have that torn bicep. You may take note. But even in 1993, it was almost a half-torn bicep already anyway. It was a shorter bicep. Definitely a puny set of delts in comparison here. And hey, it's his left trap this time? Goes up higher? Wasn't that the one that was shorter? That means it's just oblong, this traps. You notice that one trap sticks up higher? That's the same trap that was too low. It goes low. Anyway, or maybe the opposite. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this comparison. I seen this older version of Dorian, and I had to throw it into a video somehow. I knew you guys would enjoy it, or at least I hope you did. Hope you did. Hit thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel. Have a fantastic day.